Hey guys, welcome to the lesson. In this video I'll be teaching you the minor chords. In the last video we learned the major chords. Just fair warning, the minor chords are quite a bit more difficult. There's more barring that you have to do and they're just a little bit more annoying. But let's jump right in. Alright, so A minor chord. We're going to skip the A string. We're going to leave that open because it's an A chord. We want the A in there. We don't play the E. So we go straight to the D string. What you're going to want to do is put your middle finger on the 2nd fret and then one string over on the G string. We put our ring finger on the 2nd fret. One more string over on the B string. We put our pointer finger on the 1st fret. And then we play the bottom 5 strings. We ignore the top E, the low E, excuse me. We play the bottom 5 strings. It'll sound like this. Moving on to the B minor chord. So this is going to require a bar. So we're going to put a bar on the 2nd fret. Just like with the A minor chord, we're going to ignore the low E. We're going to ignore this one here. We're just going to bar the bottom 5 strings, and then we're going to, on the D string, we're going to put our ring finger on the 4th fret. And then one string over on the G string, we put our pinky finger on the 4th fret. And one more string over on the B string, we put our middle finger on the 3rd fret. And then we play the bottom 5 strings with that bar still on, and it'll sound a little bit like this. Alright, so C minor chord now. Actually, all you have to do is shift up 1 fret. Keep the same shape. Keep the same shape with your fingers. But now you have your bar on the 3rd fret, and you have your ring finger and your pinky finger on the 5th frets, and your middle finger on the 4th fret. So keep the same shape as the B minor chord. And then you just play the bottom 5 strings again. Ignore the low E. It'll sound like this. Alright, so D minor chord. So this is very similar to the D major chord, but there's just a 1 fret difference. So you're only playing the bottom 4 strings, just like with the D major chord. So what we're going to want to do is go straight to the G string, put your middle finger on the 2nd fret, move over to the B string, put your ring finger on the 3rd fret, and then on the high E, instead of putting your pointer finger on the 2nd fret, you're going to put it on the 1st fret. So it'll sound like this. We just play the bottom 4 strings. Alright, so now we move on to E minor chord. This is the easiest of all the chords, so should be no problem. So skip the low E, go straight to the A string, put your middle finger on the 2nd fret, then move 1 string over to the D string, and put your ring finger on the 2nd fret as well. And then that's it. You play all 6 strings with just those 2 fingers on the 2nd fret. So it'll sound like this. Alright, F minor chord. This is going to be another barred chord, so you're just going to have to practice it a little bit more. Alright, so put your bar on the 1st fret, and you're going to play all 6 strings. You got to make sure this bar is really strong. So put your bar on the 1st fret, and then take your ring finger and put it on the 3rd fret of the A string, and then 1 string over, put your pinky finger on the 3rd fret of the D string. And then you just play that, all 6 strings, and it'll sound like this. hear there at the end, I got a little bit of like a buzzing sound, and that's because I wasn't putting enough pressure on the bar. So you got to make sure you press down really hard with your bar, or you get that weird buzzing sound, and you don't really want that. All right, moving on to the G minor chord. So it's actually going to be the same shape as the F minor chord, but slid up to the 3rd fret. So you're going to have your bar on the 3rd fret instead of the 1st fret. And then put these 2 fingers on the 5th fret of the D and A string. A and D string, sorry. So now, yeah, just play that the same as with the F minor chord. So it'll sound like this. Alright, that's all the minor chords, so just keep practicing and you'll get them eventually. That's about it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.